so early, so soon. I'm here in Toronto filming, by the way. You guys know? Alright. So, yes, it was the last, yes, I didn't know I was going to come into Toronto to film. It was a last minute invitation, after I finished Star Wars, by the way. That's another pretty big one, right? Are you guys excited for Rogue One? Well, we'll talk about Rogue One a little later. But this is the last minute invitation, and I said, oh, all right, let me come to Toronto because, first of all, my wife is from Toronto. My daughter was born in Toronto. And I said, I have a lot of fond memories and feeling for Toronto, so I said, I'm going to do this movie. Let alone the movie is very exciting, a group of talents that I look forward to meet and work with, like Vin Diesel, Samuel Jackson, and the rest of the great talents. So, yes, I'm in the middle of this film, and I'm feeling pretty good, despite of many injuries, many old wear and tears, this old body. But I'm feeling pretty good, so you will expect to see some strong Donnie Yen signature in this film. Not those couple of Hollywood movies that I've done in the past, Not those. This is pretty something special.
So let's talk about that, because you are really one of the last Chinese actors who's also a true martial artist. Can you talk about how important martial arts are to you, and talk about your training? You still train, obviously.
I train, but honestly I don't train as much as I want to, simply because I don't have that much time. But I think God bless that I have a very strong foundation. So if I take on a role, I spend a certain amount of time to prep for the role, as well as get that physical ability, just get in shape a little bit, and focus on that particular style of martial arts. For example, when I did Ip Man, I was focused into, it's all in the package, right? I was focused on playing Ip Man as well as being a Wing Chun master. So therefore, the whole world was about Wing Chun, and and I focused on that, right? If I, for example, with a movie like Special ID or Killzone or Flashpoint, requires a lot of physical performance, and then I pick up the pace, work a little bit more. But I take care of my body, martial arts for me is. I was raised as a martial artist. My mother teaches martial arts. I think most of you know. I think it's in my blood, so I don't really think about how important they are. It's just me. Sometimes it's hard to think of what's important. What you can't break it down. It's what made you. Martial art is definitely one of the reasons.
Well, we were talking about this before your preparation for Ip Man. You were actually kind of really on kind of a self-imposed diet for the character.
Yeah, a lot of people doesn't understand, they watch, I've done 70 movies, right? Different type of action styles. Thank you. And, it's really not the martial arts style, It's how do you project that through that character? You really have to study that character. A lot of actors, and even if my old colleague in Hong Kong filmmakers, they don't understand. Sometimes I have these conversations with friends of my producers, directors, they don't understand what it takes to be a great action martial art actor. It's not about what a great martial artist you are. It's about how good of an actor you prepare yourself. Like when I played Ip Man, when I took on the role of Ip Man, I know what kind of responsibility as well as what kind of expectation the world wants to see me playing this character. First of all, I did all my research. I got into a diet, knowing that in real history, Ip Man is very small and very slim. And at the time, I think I finished off a couple of those modern contemporary films. Like Straight Out Flashpoint, I was quite muscular. And I said to myself, first of all, I got to cut my weight down into looking like a man. And secondly, I have to change, not change so much, but kind of switch my fighting style to be that persona, that very reserved, gentlemanly, kind of passive way of as a martial artist. So, and I was living with that mentality for a while before I actually started acting on my first day. So that's the kind of preparation I do for each role and style. It's not like, okay, I'm gonna go Wing Chun and then do this and go crazy on it. It's about it's all about character and acting.
Can you talk, one of the things that, as a fan of martial arts films myself, I don't like seeing CGI. I don't like seeing computers enhance what a man can do. However, you've been in some films which have been able to kind of seamlessly blend that. Can you talk about how you work with that?
Yeah, there's many years of development in terms of that subject. CGI, solid martial art, physical performance on screen. And when I was younger, I did emphasize on to identify myself as the one that doesn't use CGI or live work. But as I become a better filmmaker, a better actor, I realized that those wasn't the key important elements that I was trying to achieve. What is important is whatever it takes to make the audience believe. I'm not trying to say cheating the audience. You can't cheat the audience. You guys are too smart, right? You can make a film by yourself with an iPhone, right? You can see whether that person is good or not, right? Otherwise, you guys wouldn't be here, right? So in the beginning, I was like this, and then for a while, I said, it's all right to have CGI to enhance what you're trying to perform. Like, I wouldn't take anything away from the person's powerful and dramatic performance. I will give him full credit if the shot includes certain CGI. How do you take that? How do you break that up and it's not analyzed as this CGI? That's not CGI. That's not CGI, right? So as long as you know what you're trying to present, right, the performance is solid. Whether it is a drama performance or a martial art performance, So I don't emphasize so much on that anymore, like to really make a statement. Okay, no CGI at all, We're living in a modern society, technology, right? We're making movies, right? Movies about technology, it's about science, right? What are you gonna do, You can't go back in times and, make a 35 millimeter and crank up those films. You can't, right? So just understand your core value and then use everything around you to make that core value even better. And that's how I look at it. That's how I approach my filmmaking.
So, how much?
Oh, sorry, I wanted to say, and it's really depends on the particular genre of the film. If you're making a solid kung fu movie, yes, of course, the core value is that solid kung fu, right? That's why it's called kung fu movie. You wouldn't call it just an action movie. But if it's an action movie, it's about action and car explosions and chases. You do need that CGI enhancement to make that movie a larger than life. Or if you are looking at a type of, like a Dragon Tiger Gate, of course you need light work. If it's Crouching Tiger, of course you need light work, because that is the world of that genre, right? You can't fly, but how do you make that person fly? You watch Marvel Comics movies, right? Of course they use CGI, but how do you not use CGI? CGI is part of making movies.
So how much time and kind of effort goes into the production of a scene, a key scene? So say in the film that we just watched, the fight with you and Kara Hoy, can you talk about the challenges of doing?
I tell you, there's two performances in my type of films, right? One is a solo performance as an actor, and as well as me as an action director, or fight choreographer, you call it in the West industry's term, right? But in Asia, a fight choreographer, action director, whatever you call it, is the director that controls the action scenes, right? So for me, I was very fortunate many years that I built up the interest, and then it became a kind of a craft, a skill that, and then also with, I have a reputation of my hard work, and then I'm also as a pretty active action director, so I get to shoot my own stuff. So it's different kind of standard approach and objective. If I'm just an actor or an action director, or I'm an actor and action director. Not to mention if I'm the producer as well, you know, then I have to think about how much it costs and the money side of it. That will become a problem, you know. So yeah. Did I lost the questions? I think I did.
Well, can you talk about some of the challenges? I mean, we were backstage. We were talking about the rain.
Yeah. Why don't you lead a question first? Because there's so many.
We were talking about like how there was the one scene where you had the rain, but then there was the flood, and so you're actually fighting in mud.
Yes. There's mainly three big sequences in this movie, right? As you just recall.